Alright, let's go up here and carry on here. I'm just ready to freaking cement the end game into one of these factions.
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the facilities
Wait, where am I at? Up here? Oh, there he is. He's walking over there. Because then, once we get locked into the end game, it's only a matter of time, dude. It's only a matter of time to be done with this game. And it's so close. Who's this guy?
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Combat skill. I'll let you know when you're there. Okay, thank you, sir.
Good, we're all here.
We're all here.
I think it's time we...
Even though the game does it
Sir,
itself.
Excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue.
I'm his son,
There are
you
other
little
subjects
shit.
that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the
I'ma
Commonwealth
sit.
continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be
Fort
concerned.
Independence.
Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be
Wonka S.
discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true.
Son, get out
Have
of
you
here.
heard anything about Phase 3?
Bro, I don't know what Phase 3 is.
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure
Nuclear
not
power.
just our survival, but our prosperity.
Prosperity. That neon white coat, though, can't even look without squinting. I know, I was kind of looking at that, too. I was like, man, this room is just, like... Or that shot, in particular, is just, like, really bright. This is white coat and all that. You tell me more about this reactor, nuclear
This
power.
really is a matter of importance.
Dude, you want to, like... mess with some nuclear stuff? After seeing what the bombs did?
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the
Okay.
years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir,
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
yes, but
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No!
Please,
Can't be serious!
everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
Running out of time. He's dying. Okay, now this puts an interesting spin on things going forward here. So does that, like, with all this technology, there's no way to preserve your life, or
Are you following?
or whatever you got? I guess I should just continue on here. I only just found you. Why would you joke about this? You're dying. I want to say that. I think that would have a pretty good emotion to that, to what's happening right now. Here he is. The only thing that can save me is the nuclear power thing that I'm asking you about.
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer.
Oh, damn.
Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
Gasp.
Can't be serious!
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Whoa.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
He's dying. His father couldn't even take the helmet off, Kappa. I have to hide my tears. No. Ah. Definitely not treatable.
Perhaps someday our synths can reclaim
I
the
sit here.
Commonwealth.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
Crap, that means I'm locked in. Kappa. What would it mean to be in charge? I don't know if I'm right for this place. I don't want to run this place. Father, that's not what I want to hear.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention.
Probably should have taken the
Where
helmet
those
off.
divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like.
Sounds
There's
boring.
no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Oh, yeah? Mankind Redefined. And then I got that guy, the Terminator, as my companion, apparently. Okay, that's... that. Mass Fusion. Now I take the helmet off. Oh dear. Whoa, I forgot what my character's hair looks like. This is the quest, I think, the choice, the no turning back. No, not this is it? It's already? I thought there was more Institute stuff I could do before that. I guess not. I need to talk to Allie Fillmore about the Institute's latest operation. Okay, so we could probably at least talk before, you know, stuff goes down. It's not ending yet. It's just locking some factions out. Okay.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
Well, let's go down there and see what... Is Father? Father? Father?
I dislike resorting to the use of Commonwealth technology, but the advantage it will provide in this case cannot be overlooked.
Sean.
I dislike resorting to the use of Commonwealth
All right, Father.
technology, but the advantage
Well, let's go down here and see what happens.
cannot be overlooked.
Bum, bum, bum. Yes. I really love this little area here. It's pretty cool. Hello, ma'am.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait.
What the hell is this operation about?
Hey, relax. We wouldn't send you off without the proper information. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Beryllium agitator. Oh man, I have one of those, but it's in my other pants. Sounds dangerous. Consider it done.
What's a beryllium agitator?
The details would be lost on you. No offense. The point is, it'll allow us to boost the reactor's power and get it running sooner than planned. You just keep me safe. I'll worry about the agitator.
You're going? That complicates things.
Not really, no. I admit I'm not fond of going up top, but I promise to stay out of your way. This device we're after? It's very sensitive equipment, and it's pretty damn old. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I trust myself more. So, are you gonna put up a stink, or can we get moving?
Get moving.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there.
Relay to mass fusion or inform the Brotherhood. Oh. So I basically have to pick now what I'm gonna do. If I inform the if I don't inform the Brotherhood and we go through with this quest, then the Brotherhood's gonna get locked. And the railroad, I guess, is still an option, but I don't know. Maybe this might affect it as well. If I tell the Brotherhood, then the friggin' the Institute's gonna hate me. So this is the big decision right here. No longer optional. Yeah, yeah. So wait a minute. Does that mean that I can't? Wait a minute. Because I'm sure this underground undercover, this is railroad. If I do this, this will lock me in with railroad, I imagine. If I do this quest, then does Liberty Reprimed get, like, canceled out? I want to do Liberty Reprimed, if that means I have to do it before doing the mass fusion thing. I know that there was like a flowchart or something that you found, and I don't know if like that would help in this situation or not. That I can't look at it because I don't want to know, but it won't lock you in. What do you mean it won't lock me in? The mass fusion quest? That sounds like it's gonna lock me in. Or are you talking about this one, or the underground undercover thing? I don't know. Yeah, I wonder if I download the chart. You meant the railroad. Okay. So I could do this, and it won't lock me in, but I don't really care about doing that, I guess. Railroad's Guardian Angel Patriot. Yeah, they just want me to put a holotape in here, and then we gotta go back, but I don't want to do that. Of course I downloaded. Why did I even question myself? Oh. Yeah, because we were working on Liberty Reprimed quite a lot until we got to this point, and I don't know if I stopped because continuing it would lock me in. God. I will say that Fallout 4 did a good job with the factions and sort of making the factions seem like they all mean something to the player. Well, at least me. Like, I think the Railroad's interesting, Brotherhood of Steel, not so much, but because Liberty Prime is there, it's made me more interested. And then there's the Institute, which your son is the leader of, and now we get this story bomb that doesn't have much time left, and it's like, it makes the player care more about the Institute now than before, like finding out like your whole son thing or whatever. But yeah, I think they did a good job with the factions in here, making the player care about all of them, and I think they're all interesting, but I don't know which one I'm gonna choose. I'm scared. Seems like all quests lock you out at the moment, except Liberty Reprimed. Okay, so we'll work on Liberty Reprimed, and then maybe the Brotherhood of Steel is like, yo, let's talk about this mass fusion thing, and then that kind of ties into this, maybe. The Ruins of Mass Fusion. Is that even on the map? Do I even have that on the map? Green Tech Genetics. Where was the Mass Fusion? Wasn't that over here somewhere? What is it telling me to do here? Relay to the fusion. It's not even on the map, I don't see. Underground 1 is a little weird, so I wouldn't touch it if you don't want to drag this out longer. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that. Because I honestly think that, like, for right now, it's basically Brotherhood or Institute for me. So we'll go do the Liberty Prime thing. Liberty Reprimed, and then see what happens there. But I'm trying to find this building. Because, I mean, it's telling me to go here. Wait, where's the lady walking to? Oh, it's just literally telling me to go outside. Wait, what does Underground even read, the summary? Let me show you real fast. Underground Undercover, here we go. Desdemona gave me an encoded holotape that I can use at any Institute terminal to make contact with the Railroad's Guardian Angel Patriot. Perhaps with him or her, we can devise a way to rescue many synths. So I have a holotape in my inventory that I have to plug into a terminal. But of course, I'm sure the Institute probably will catch me in the act or something. That's what the summary is. I don't think this locks you out either, says Remington's. I mean, it doesn't sound like it is a, like it's gonna take that long. It's like we plug in the holotape and probably go back to the railroad and talk, but, I don't know. That railroad flowchart is weird. Okay, I won't touch it then. I won't touch it. Okay. Well, go ahead and let's just go to the CIT ruins. Let's go above the ground and just see what happens. But I think we're gonna go pay a visit to the Brotherhood. Well, since you clearly don't care for synths, it don't matter much, does it? What, for the railroad? Or the Institute? I mean, I like the railroad, but I just... I don't know. This is the problem. I can go back and forth on factions. Just leaving that railroad quest. I mean, it's like you said, don't do it unless you want to drag it out longer, right? But I mean, that you could just finish that and then it's like, okay, now the next quest locks you in. So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, this thing just keeps saying that. Why does this continue to have a marker at the Institute when... on it, like the mass fusion thing, it's not even here. Relay to mass fusion or inform the Brotherhood. Unless the mass fusion thing is here. I don't know. Is or not? Picking a faction won't be any easier another day. That's kind of why I'm just like... right now it's between Institute and Brotherhood, but... I think you kind of know. They want to use the relay to get to mass fusion. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the elevator was gonna take me back up to where, like basically we teleported into the very first time we came to the Institute. Crap. So we're gonna work on Liberty Reprimed. Although this is gonna be interesting. I hope we don't have to talk about this mass fusion thing right now, because I want to work on the Brotherhood thing. Because if that's the case, then we're going to have to reload and do it before talking to the lady, which we saved.
Can we fly to Los Angeles? I hear it is most lovely there.
He wants to go to Los Angeles. Well, honey... Bethesda don't like going to the West Coast.
At Victoria, brother.
That's not going to happen. Builds Liberty Prime for Brotherhood. Sides with Institute. Oh god, what have I done? Do you think that's what I would do? Let me ask you this, Remingtons. Like, percentage-wise... what do you think the percentages of me going with the Brotherhood of Steel? I'm just curious. Because I've talked about it recently, and I'm just curious to see what you think. The percentage of what I'm, like, picking the Brotherhood. Liberty Reprimed. Use high-powered magnets. I need to build 4 electromagnetic actuators at the airport's workbench. Okay. Go back over here.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Honestly, this Liberty Prime should lock you in, lol. In my opinion, anyway. I think you're like 70, 80 on Brotherhood of Steel. That sounds about right. Our setup here. Okay, workshop. Structures, special. I gotta build 4 of these. It looks like I'll have enough materials. Where do you want me to build these? Just build them right here? I don't understand. But Sean is dying. I know. But I mean, like... The Brotherhood of Steel option is literally going to wipe out everything. It's destruction. It's going to happen. The Institute, on the other hand, there will be some destruction, but... I think only the Brotherhood and the Railroad are probably going to get wiped. Minutemen will probably be safe, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, Sean is dying. It's like we can either go with the Institute and see it play out naturally, or we go with the Brotherhood of Steel and, you know, he's dying anyway. We'll just, you know, make it happen earlier. Kind of messed up. Alright, I don't know where I'm supposed to place these. I'll just place them here. Straight to Proctor Ingram. What, do these need power? Game? They don't need power, didn't say. Like, I am sure, aside from Liberty Prime, like, Brotherhood story is probably one of the worst. But, it's Liberty Prime, and then, like, if I'm actually playing the Family Man, I should go with the Institute, but I don't know if that's gonna be interesting. Could be. It's probably more interesting than the Brotherhood, but I don't know. There's so many options here. So many different ways.
Dr. Ingram, the Institute wants me to get
Oh,
something called
no.
beryllium agitator
I
from
was
the
having
ruins
Proctor
of mass fusion.
Quinlan research a way to start Liberty Prime's reactor. And then this falls into our lap. I wonder if the Institute needs it, or they're just trying to keep it away from us. Either way, we should both head over to mass fusion to get our hands on the beryllium agitator
But
first.
wait.
That's if you don't mind a little company, of course.
I would welcome Madame Ingram's company. Think of the things we can discuss as we travel.
Okay, so basically I can't do the Liberty Reprime thing right now. Guess you're funneled. Okay, so this is what we'll have to do. I saved before talking to the woman. I think it was right here, I think. So as long as I don't talk to her, I can come back here and do the Brotherhood thing without having to do the mass fusion thing. I think. Because, like, I just walked up and I wanted to talk about Liberty Prime, and he's already telling her about the mass fusion thing, so... Because as long as we don't talk to this woman, then it won't have the Informed Brotherhood option. So I should be able to go talk to the Brotherhood A-okay. Bye. I'm a little nervous. Yeah, because it doesn't say anything about the Brotherhood, so. This should be okay. Oops, not the castle. The airport. Alright, it's a good thing I saved. Rhoda says, like I said, I think Minutemen is best. The other three factions I got gripes with. It's so odd how... how the Minutemen, which I guess the only way you can get is if you mess up with all the other factions, like make them hostile towards you. That's the only way that you can get it. Because I can't talk to Garvey. If Garvey is the one that gives it, he's like... really pissed right now, and the only thing he says is like, I thought you were my friend and stuff like that.
Can we fly to Los Angeles?
So
I hear it is most lovely there.
we gotta build the things over here real quick and talk to Proctor Ingram. Yeah, I don't know where you build these, but I'm just gonna build them over here. High powered. Okay. when I was building this, and I was building it on the rug, and I was like, why isn't it snapping in? We spent like 5 minutes before it was like, the rug, Mike?
Oh